Chaba, how does it feel to live with hair again for a week? Thank you for asking me, Chaba. You know what? It feels oddly satisfying. There you go. So this is how I look. Last week I did get this Ghostbuster hair removal, not like this rubbing alcohol. So I am gonna start taking this off. I'm gonna dip this into this. It's definitely not something that I could just take it off, you know? It's definitely not something I could just tear off without completely destroying my face or destroying my head. I honestly don't think there's anything to be ashamed of when it comes to toupees. And I don't know if there's this preconceived notion or like a stigma around toupees, or because I can tell you right now that nobody that I met this week who actually didn't know who I was, they had no idea that I was actually wearing a toupee and that it wasn't my own hair. I don't have any issues. You know what, like, you do you, man. If you want to wear a toupee, wear a toupee. If you don't want to wear one, you don't want to wear one. I don't think there's any problem with wearing a toupee. Just dipping my little cotton things to this rubbing alcohol, and all I do is just slowly take this thing off and slowly pulling the half piece of my hair. I don't know why, but this is I have some serious like Hannibal Lecter vibes from this. Trying to not rush this. Okay, this is going off now. There. Stop. I gotta stop myself right here. I'm sorry guys, there are just so many things happened since you've seen that footage that I feel like it's just better if we go through the timeline from right now. So the video that you've seen happened last weekend. At that point I had my toupee on for a week. My original plan was to reapply my toupee, sit down and talk about my experience. Well, unfortunately the reapplication process took a lot longer and it was a lot more cumbersome than I expected. So let's see basically what happened. Do you remember in the previous video when I did this? I should have waited for that ghost bond to kind of dry up a bit, or at least waited until it became a little more transparent, because the biggest problem was the moment I took that toupee off, it took me a long time to get rid of that residue, rid of the glue that stays on the lace of the toupee. And then while I was shaving my head, there was one spot that you can see that it just started bleeding. I really wanted to try the tape method, the only tape method. I had such a hard time putting the tape on the lace. At first time it didn't even work. When we finally put the tape on the lace and when we finally were able to take it off and put it on my head, we managed to put the toupee on backwards. So that was a whole disaster. You put this on the good way?
I don't know, honey.
Oh no, look at the back.
Yeah. God damn it. Did you put it on the right way? I don't know what's the front and what's the back.
And we managed to take everything off and start all over again. We managed to put everything back together and somehow we managed to put my toupee back up again. We didn't put it back properly. It was just a little realigned. It was turned a little sideways and I think it shifted a little back. It looks a little different, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
No. I think it looks fine though.
I had to wake up early the next day, so we basically just let the whole thing go. So that's the footage that you've seen. That was last weekend. That toupee stayed on for a week. Showered with it, put some shampoo on it, it stayed in place. I ordered some other products. I ordered a better tape and I ordered a scalp protector. And this is where we are right now. Today, finally, we were able to install it properly. Up to there.
Yeah. Hey, this looks pretty good, huh? You are applied.
Nice.
Hey!
We think. Love it. Look how I look now compared to 5 minutes ago.
I know.
This looks like it's my hair. It looks like it's my hair. This is only tape right now and it feels very comfortable. I really enjoyed wearing the toupee with the tape so much better than with the glue. If you don't have an unexposed hairline, I still don't have a whole lot of experience in this, but I feel like tape is the way to go, and that is definitely what I will be doing moving forward. So now let's talk about this whole experience. This is me wearing this headpiece for 2 weeks. First of all, I want to talk about the reception. With all my friends and all my colleagues and people that I know, the reception was incredibly positive. It was almost scary how easily I got used to it and how easily people got used to it around me. Basically, 2 days in, nobody even bat an eye, nobody even had a double take. It felt so natural for almost everybody that, okay, I'm wearing this thing now, and mostly probably because it looks very natural. Like, even, you know, 2 weeks in, I'm still very much surprised how natural it feels and how light it feels and how easy it is to live with it, to be honest. And 2 weeks in living with the toupee, I am very, very positively surprised. The application process, once I become a little more accustomed to it, it's gonna be a lot easier and it's gonna be a lot more routine, and I'm gonna be able to get it done a lot faster. Everybody's saying that I look a lot younger right now with the hair. Very easy to maintain, showering with it, sweating in it, it was completely fine. And just, it was crazy how quickly I was able to go on with my everyday life knowing that I'm wearing a headpiece basically 24/7. I can see it being a very easy way to just keep moving forward. I came to this whole experience open-minded. I am very glad I did. My wife loves it too. She thinks it feels very natural and it feels very good. Yeah, that's it for now. See you guys next time.